Welcome back, everyone. My name is Atratzu, and today we are not actually doing a review. We are not actually doing a Let's Play. We are reviewing, technically reviewing, we're viewing, instead of reviewing, we're just viewing my history in Minecraft. This is something that I just wanted to share with everybody. And so this series of videos has been pretty much all completely unscripted. We are just looking at the different things, and I'm telling you stories about the different memories that I have associated with these, and reading documents that we find within it. A lot of it's rediscovery for me because I haven't played this world of Minecraft. This is the first world that I make. Entries aside, thank you for joining us today. Here we go with the continuation. So majestic. So tall. And the sun is rising. It would look better if the world wasn't rendering in. So where we left off, I actually already recorded through this area before once, but I wasn't recording camera footage, no, I wasn't recording gameplay. That's what it was. I was like, oh no, ruined everything. So I have to redo this whole section. So hopefully I don't forget anything, or hopefully it's better. It'll never be the same. That's the worst thing about re-recording something, is that it'll never be the same. You could make the best jokes ever in that one run, and it's too late. Time's up. Can't do it. So this structure here, by the time that I'd gotten to this structure, I was getting a lot of resources. So reminder, we had just been over to the mine and looking at the overlook area. And looking at the mine where I dug all the way down, overlook, underneath there, grass hut, all caught up, a-okay. Honestly, it's probably more for me to catch up than anything else. I had a lot of dirt. After digging out all this stuff, I was like, what am I gonna do with all this dirt? I know, let's build a monument. And a lot of times I just kind of just think up whatever, and I think, I'm gonna just build this monument here. What am I going to build? I don't know, but I'm going to build it in the sky. And so I built this big brown checkered puzzle piece thing up into the air, into the clouds. And up we go, and more. So, yeah, as you can see, I built it so that I could climb back up if I needed to. And then I cut the umbilical cord connecting to the tail. And then I built this. So, this was inspired by, like, Aerodactyl from Pokemon, or I guess kind of a Moltres as well. I don't know, the eye started to look really insect-like, and so I was like, there are many things that I just thought about building as I built it. But one of the problems is that I wasn't able to figure out how to get the wings to look, and so in the end I just made hands with 3 fingers, so it's like, that's basically what I made. There isn't much, like, memory stored for this. It was just one of the things that I was like, I'm gonna try to build it. And mind you, again, I didn't do any cheats to do this particular one. There are other things that I did cheat to build, but this one I had to start at the lowest and then build out. No! Fly. What made it really interesting is that I had to build it layer upon layer upon layer, and that's what shaped the way that I ended up building this thing. It was the first time I'd actually tried to build something from just 4 blocks to 6 this way, and then just carve it out into what it looks like now. So that's actually the cool thing about this. Everything else is kind of meh. So let's get back. So we'll follow this line here. We'll also then hook up with the straight railroad. So this one will always run straight. Everything else will need to connect to it for offshoots and stuff like that. So that's how this one works. And then coming up on our left, thunk. Coming up on our left, we have an arena. I think, yeah, I've already demonstrated. Oh no. I didn't demonstrate how these worked. I demonstrated how it worked last time, and then I left a hole in it. So there's a lot of damaged stuff from the last time. Well, shoot. You get to see damaged stuff. I'm sorry. Those holes never should have been there. Alright, so the way that these work is... Let me get this minecart going. In we go. Come on. Wait, can I press forward to go? That might be now a feature. Alright. So the idea is that you'd have to hit the button to turn off the main cart. Then that switches the rail there. Boop. So the idea here is that you would walk up these stairs, and I was always building things as if I was going to have like a server running and more people actually there. Aw, it's ice now. It was water and freezing over last recording session, but that was supposed to be water, but apparently once you get to a certain elevation now in the game, water freezes. The idea is to set up an arena. So what you would do, this is something that I cannot take credit for building all by myself. Ben did help me build this one. So the idea here is that you had somebody that would be over here, and you'd have somebody inside of underneath you here that would climb in, and then you'd be like, all right, I want to give him a sword, a potion of speed, instant health, and a flint and steel, and be like, all right, buddy, these are what you get. You get to use these, and then you have to go here, and then you have to, because it's a dispenser, and then you'd have to go like this to dispense each one. Originally, I had what's the one that shoots? Dang it, it's gonna bother me now until I find out what is it. Oh no, wait. They're a dropper now. Originally it was a dispenser, and the problem is that when I put the dispenser in there, I put Ben inside of one of these, and he was waiting, and I was giving him arrows and a bow, and instead of dropping arrows, it shot him with an arrow. It was pretty funny. One of those kind of just like, it's probably more funny if you were there, because he just like shrieked and was like, ah, what? Now here's the thing that you would do with a spawner is you would put eggs in here, and then you would step on it, and that would spawn the NPCs. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way anymore. That, or I need to get a dispenser instead of a dropper. That might be what it is. Come on. Yeah, I don't know, but we can find out. Let's find out really quick. Let's just solve this right here, right now. All right, dispenser. Oh boy. Okay, what? Okay, and then let's just put this over here. And we need a button. Oops, get 64 of them apparently. Okay, that's how it works now. Get out of here. Game over! So, apparently I need to put the dispenser there to be able to put NPCs. But the idea is that I would fill a room with NPCs, and then I would put Ben in one of the other rooms, and then I would open up the door and let the games begin. And then he would be in here looking out with whatever I gave him, and then he'd be like, ah, and charge in and go for it. Like, you could come up with different ideas. There was a lot of potential that you could have done here. And then, of course, there was also, like, the mix music that you could put inside of here as well. So I wanted to put in scary music, and so I chose, like, the scratchy disc to try to intimidate him. It was really fun, because at the time, Ben was like, what is this music? What is going on? So the idea was the spectators go this way, and then the combatants. Contestant? Not quite 100% sure about the wording of that one, but the combatants would go in this way. And then you would walk in here. And then you would walk up the great stairs. Notice how I tried to make it look all festive and stuff. Alright. Contenders, choose your sides. So this is the cool looking side here. The one with the most straightforward look. Oh, this was prepare yourself. So this was to store anything you wanted to store inside of that area. So you would store okay then. You would store like your old gear, stuff like that, in case you were gonna end up dying. This is the one that's a little risky, that you might just fall out of if you're not careful when you're going up. Then again, I don't think I surrounded the other one, so if you died on your way up the ladder, I figured you were unworthy. Then you step on that, door opens, now you're not able to get out anymore because it's an iron door. So that was the idea, and you were trapped inside of there until the person up here flips the switch to open the door to let you out. And then to fight. I never actually thought of a way of getting out. Now that I think of it, it's just basically everyone fights to the death. Death! So, okay. Let's get back on track here. So this is the returning home transit. Whee! Let's have a closer look at this monument. I didn't show it last time. It's actually pretty cool being on the inside of here because you just like look out, especially at nighttime. Because then you just look out and it's just death everywhere. But it's really pretty because it lights up well. Alright. Where to go next? Oh yes, this place. So, at the time that I was building this, I was very much missing playing Lords of the Realm 2. And so this is kind of the aftermath of really wanting to play that. Oh good, I left a... Oh, I named it Castle Patience. That's good. Alright, so the name here. Construction started August 2012. Construction ended October 26, 2012. Yeah, I said that right. The amount of time spent on this castle is quite staggering. The first half of the castle is made purely of materials that were harvested from my Happy Island home mine. So that meant that the mine that was directly underneath my home, the main area, house area. The other half was constructed with these items too, although eventually this gradually changed into a new method to activate creative mode. The concept remains the same. This is how the castle is going to end up regardless. The idea is that what I'm saying is I got a lot of it. I ran out of blocks and I was like, I'm not going to keep farming stuff. So instead of continuing to farm this, I'm just going to use creative mode. For future logs, following this one will be a story that may or may not ever exist. So I was thinking about writing a story for this castle. Never got around to it. This was actually the first cobblestone generator that I ever learned about. Still works. So that's the first cobblestone generator that I learned how to work. This is a chandelier that I learned how to make. And so all the stuff that I made originally with my original resources, I said about half. That is about here. Anywhere beyond this, I started constructing with everything else. But the basic design was here, and I just didn't want to spend any more time trying to craft stuff and farm for it. By the way, this is supposed to be a bell. I know it doesn't look like a bell. I tried. I really did. It was all I could do. It was that or make it bigger, and to scale, everything was already like as big as I wanted it. So there's another cool thing over here. So this is the keep area. Aragorn, back to the keep! There's my advisor, Sir Grumsalot. And this is my throne room that I sit in. Advisor Grumsalot, you are fired and hereby no longer needed of your services. I shall torch you and set you ablaze. Alright. I'm glad we had that talk. He's just gonna... He's on fire! So, yeah. There's not much else to say about this one, really. Those were added later on. Oh no! Sir Grumsalot! You will be so missed! Oh no! Ah! We shall give him a Viking send-off in a boat. This was the forge under here. Did I put anything in these? Of course I didn't. Normally I'm really attuned to detail. That's the problem. Once I start using more like cheaty related stuff, then that's how you know that I've not been really using it, because I start leaving out details. I stop paying attention to stuff like that. But yeah, this was a pretty big castle, and I don't think I built anything underneath it. Yeah, it's just flat surfaced right on the surface of the water. So, oh well. What's this? Something weird going on with the shading? Something weird going on with the shading. So this is the castle that I made. So this was always a really cool thing about going... Again, wait. Yeah, this is north. Because the sun's setting over there. I always assumed that I always thought of this as north. In the end, what matters is what direction I just used to get perspective, and that's what I did. But that's the route there. So I've already explained all this. So yeah, this is the center area. If you've missed anything with these, check out the previous episodes. They will cover in much greater detail what these were all about. And we're running out of time, but there is another spot that I can show you before that happens. So we have this area here. So again, rails, 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 all these rails. This is because I would take the rails to get everywhere that I needed to get. So again, we have another use the button to turn. I already took off the roof off this area just to demonstrate the redstone circuitry. This was the I want to be an engineer part of me getting out. I am not an engineer, not even close. I'm sure engineers would be like, yeah, we know. But the idea was like, I had to think hard about this. I was proud of this circuitry. And so it's just like repeater to increase the length of the stream. And so that would give me enough time to be able to hit that while on the minecart. Let's test this. Oh, you can move now. Oh, kids these days. They don't understand what they... Get out of here. They don't understand what the rest of us had to strive back when we couldn't move our minecarts ourselves and we'd have to give them little baby pushes beforehand. Meh. And then you have over here the next area that we'll be checking out, and that's we'll cover more of that in the next episode because we're already running out of time. It's crazy. I didn't think that having a camera that only recorded about 20 minutes worth of camera footage was actually going to be a problem. But then again, I guess it does force me to limit how long these episodes are. So 20-minute episodes, that's pretty decent. Continuing on though, you have up here, this connects back with... What are you here for? Why are you here? What do you connect with? That must have been an experiment. What was it an experiment for, though? I am befuddled. I don't remember what that was for. Anyway, had another rail system that hooks up underneath there. So yeah, this is all familiar. Covered this in the first one. This was the highest point at one point. Oh, nice. I forgot about this area. Let's go check this out. We should have enough time to do that. Yeah, 2 minutes. We can do that. Okay, so this was another attempt at just building off in another direction. So I felt like I wasn't getting anywhere, and I was like, let's build just structures. So this one's not really the best one for demonstrating like creativeness, but it was an interesting one to just be like, I'm going off in this direction. So, generic house, blah, blah, blah. You've all seen plenty of these types of houses. Nothing too different about this one. I don't think anything else is interesting around here. So that was just another attempt, another route that I could have gone, and something interesting could have happened, but really nothing came about that way. Still got enough time to show the other one. This one was a little bit cooler. This was just on the top of the land structure here that just came out at a curve. I later added this rail cart, which makes it look kind of cool now, but this was just like the land structure that they had here. Oh, another broken door. That's what happens when you load an old Minecraft game from a really long time ago. All your doors are apparently broken. Alright, and this design was actually more inspired by like church kind of design, so kind of built it up and to a peak. And did I even build anything? Yeah, I kind of even built kind of a belfry kind of area. So that's kind of what I was envisioning when I built it. I used a bunch of half slabs around here just to negate the spawning NPC problems that I had. Alright, next we will cover the underwater domes. So, underwater attraction is what I named this area. And yeah, this part actually was not made legitimately. We resorted to creative mode to do this, but yeah, we made all of this completely underwater. And you're gonna need to leave it off right now, so yeah, I'll talk more about this in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Atratzu. I approve this not a Let's Play. I swear it's not. I'm not gonna do a Minecraft Let's Play. Thank you for sharing my Minecraft history. Thank you for sharing my Minecraft history with you. That's a hard sentence to say. Thank you for watching. I'm out of things to say.